Hello there, everyone. Just about an hour ago, PlayStation revealed that Sony Interactive Entertainment has acquired the Evolution Championship Series, otherwise known as EVO. Also, they're listing it as Sony Interactive Entertainment along with some new esports venture called RTS, and I tried looking that up to see what it was, and I'm only getting new stuff whenever I search it, particularly this post/announcement right here. So I don't know if this was a thing before now or if they just created it, but if they literally just now created something called RTS for EVO, I think that's a little weird because I would assume RTS stands for real-time strategy, at least if it's in an esports context, and that's obviously a different genre than fighting games. But regardless, Sony Interactive has acquired EVO, and that may come with some pros, but I think more obviously that comes with some pretty big cons, which I want to talk about. But firstly, I was definitely expecting some kind of rebrand after what happened last year. Last year was going to be the first EVO I would ever go to. I had tickets and everything, but then, as you all know, it got canceled twice for reasons I probably don't want to talk about on this video because YouTube has been restricting a bunch of my videos lately, and I have no idea why, so I'm trying to be a bit more conscious about saying certain words or topics that might trigger the algorithm, and both reasons EVO got canceled last year, both the first time it got canceled and then also the second time it got canceled once it moved to EVO Online. Both of those reasons are probably topics I want to stay away from for now. But anyways, like I said, the big cons, I think the most obvious thing, first of all, is that because now it's a Sony thing, does that mean that games like Smash Bros. And Killer Instinct are now barred from EVO? That's really lame, right? Even though it would make sense because, Sony is a business that wants to make money and they wouldn't want to put that stuff in there. They wouldn't want to basically be promoting for their competitors. That makes perfect sense. But that's lame because EVO has always been this grassroots type thing, right? And so it's never been in favor of one company in particular, and so it served as this really great middle ground for all these companies to come together and show off new trailers and announcements and stuff. And because it was a middle ground for all these companies, that's why they were able to do it. But now that it's exclusively a Sony or PlayStation thing, I would assume that these other companies, as in the companies that have fighting game related announcements that aren't Sony, are now going to have to use some other kind of outlet to do their announcements. So now there isn't really like this one big fighting game thing throughout the year, because this was basically like the fighting games E3, even though E3 doesn't exist anymore either. But, fighting games are too niche inherently for them to have big reveals shown off in places like E3, because if you were to reveal a new fighting game, or if you were to reveal like fighting game DLC during E3 or something, most kids in the Twitch chat would just be rolling their eyes, right? Resident Sleeper spamming. So that's why it was really nice that they had their own separate thing like this. But now I would assume that it can't all be coalesced into the same thing being EVO, just because, it's Sony. The one pro I can think of is that maybe because now it's acquired by some big company with money, maybe it could have higher budget, maybe the prize pools could be bigger. Although even with these official PlayStation tournaments that have been going on that I've been competing in for, Soul Calibur, the prize pools really aren't that big. They're still pretty abysmally small, but maybe that's just because they're small time tournaments, whereas EVO, they actually would put some money into. And I would hope, because, if we're getting the obvious cons of it barring certain games like Smash and Killer Instinct, then I would at least want to get a trade-off of them having more money and more budget behind it. Plus, with it being a Sony thing, maybe they're going to promote it more and maybe get it in front of the eyes of people that otherwise wouldn't really care about things like EVO or fighting games, so maybe it'll popularize it a bit more. Also, if you move over to the official EVO page here, not only have they retweeted the PlayStation announcement naturally, but they have their own message with text. And if you read it, there's nothing really particularly revealing here. It's pretty much what you would expect them to say. Still pretty shocking, though, that their expected rebrand involved something this dramatic. But maybe this actually is what it needed. Although, like I said, it's going to be very strange if certain staples like Smash Bros. And then even some other games like Killer Instinct are going to be barred henceforth from having a stage at EVO. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. This is definitely going to be a big topic in the fighting game community for the next few weeks at least. It's probably going to be a big topic throughout the whole year, actually. Although I haven't seen anyone else talk about this yet, just because it's such a new story. So I wanted to get my thoughts out there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you liked the video, and I will see you all later. Bye for now.